And to keep these fishes from being at risk in streams in Montgomery County, officials say there are many things you can do to save their lives. At the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, teachers had to transition completely online, something they had never done before. Instruction is now back in person, but struggles continue to persist in the classroom. Se les ha permitido trabajar, comprar viviendas y crear vidas en los Estados Unidos. And for TPS holders, this is a small victory. However, they say they will continue fighting until there is a permanent solution for their legal status. And for them, that's a pathway to citizenship. And the damage that the fallen tree left here at Maria Ramirez's house in Germantown can still be seen. Y aunque la luz ya fue restaurada en la casa de María, ella dice que su refrigerador está sin servicio ya que pasó apagado por más de 3 meses. 500 coats were distributed here at Long Branch Library in Montgomery County, and as you can see by the line, there is a huge need in this community. And white flags continue to be added here on a daily basis, showing that the coronavirus is still far from over. If you want to dedicate a flag to a loved one, you have until October 3rd when this exhibition is set to end. Reporting in Washington, Hernandez for CNS TV News.
A mis padres y a mi hermano que se acaba de ir.
With a very heavy heart, Cecilia Castellan remembers her parents and brother on Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead. Her brother passed away in March from COVID-19.
La muerte es algo.
Death is something we all have to go through. It's hard, very hard to accept it. For Mexicans, Day of the Dead is a tradition that dates back thousands of years to the Aztecs. A tradition that merged with the Catholic Church after the Spanish conquered the Aztec Empire in the 16th century.
Well, for us Catholics, we believe that the dead still has a place in our hearts and in our minds, that even though someone may have died, they still remain our loved ones. And therefore, the church sets aside this day to celebrate the dead.
Pears, oranges, and grapes are not something you would see in a traditional altar. But for the Mexican community, it's a very special way to remember their loved ones.
La fruta significa.
The fruit symbolizes the treats that people who have passed away like here on earth.
All of these symbols, the flowers, the decorations, the light, are examples of our love and also our gratitude.
Umbelinda Alcalá Reyes is remembering her friend Fanny. She died last week from a heart attack. Fanny is this woman, the one in the purple, who is with my daughters. We were celebrating her 50th birthday, and on November 6th, she was going to celebrate her 63rd birthday. But she left us.
The bonds of love are not broken because someone has died, and as the text of the Mass says, we wait in joyful hope for Jesus to come, and one day we will be able to see those who have died face to face once again.
Michael Hernandez for CNS TV News. This was the harrowing scene at an apartment building in Silver Spring on Thursday. Approximately 230 residents were displaced in the explosion, including 120 residents in building number 2405 at Friendly Garden Apartments. This building was destroyed. Maria Portillo says she has lived at this apartment building for 25 years. Portillo lived on the 3rd floor, where a red couch can be seen. She says she lost it all. Other tenants in 2 neighboring buildings have also been displaced because their buildings have been considered unstable by officials.
It was a very sad day yesterday because all my neighborhood and myself were not able to go inside. So it's been very tragic situation because, you know, our neighbors lose everything. At least our building where I live is still not destroyed, but it's unsafe for the moment.
Ochoa says the explosion has been very difficult for her daughter with Down syndrome.
You know, she didn't understand what happened, the fire alarm sounds, and she still feeling nervous.
In a press briefing on Friday, officials said the total number of injuries had increased to 14, with 3 in critical condition. They also said all tenants believed to be living in building 2405 have been accounted for.
It is still possible that this is a 3 or so day event continuing from this point forward, based upon the complexity involved and the issues of working safely.
While the cause of the explosion remains under investigation, officials noted that the buildings had been inspected 1 month ago.
So these buildings were inspected by both for building code and for fire safety.
And MH Partners has set up a donation page that has earned about $220,000 for the victims displaced here at this apartment building. If you want to donate, you can visit mhpartners.org. Reporting in Silver Spring, I'm Michael Hernandez for MyMCM.
Because of COVID, I lost my cleaning business and ended up losing my home.
But as of today, Ashley Stevens and her kids are no longer homeless.
They've done the ultimate sacrifice, which is help defend our country. I think that's the least that we can do at the end of the day, is to make sure that they have affordable, safe, and decent housing to live in.
Nathan Sims is with the Prince George's County Housing Authority. They've partnered with landlords to take advantage of federal money to help place veterans in homes and more.
And this program is helping me to become stable, not just in a home, but also helping me to find work and clothes, because we lost everything.
I'm a veteran, so, I know exactly how, it is,
Eric Mitchells is a disabled veteran. He is not here to get help, but to offer it. He will be leasing one of his rental properties in Upper Marlboro to Ashley and her family.
I'm helping somebody basically not be homeless. I'm helping somebody that's going to be in a home and it's going to be in a safe environment for her and her kids.
And Ashley says having a stable home is the foundation to reach her goals moving forward.
They've already got me in contact with someone from a Veterans Workforce Program, and they've gotten my resume, and they're helping me to tweak it and teaching me how to do better on interviews so that I can secure a stable financial position somewhere.
Esta tarde comenzamos con una noticia de último momento del tribunal más alto del estado de Maryland sobre un asesinato que estremeció a la comunidad de College Park. One of the best teachers in the world works right here in Prince George's County. 50 residents have died of COVID-19 since June in D.C. In our Media Watch today, we take a look at the stampede at the Travis Scott concert at Astroworld last week, where 10 people died. Thank you, Julia. If you work at a company with over 100 employees, listen up. The government is requiring people who work at companies with over 100 employees to be vaccinated against COVID-19 by January 4th. Esta mañana, un miembro del personal de la Cámara de Representantes fue arrestado después de que presuntamente ingresara al edificio de oficinas del Congreso con una pistola en su bolso. It looks like Brian Laundrie has been found. Laundrie family attorney Stephen Bertolino says that human remains found at the Florida Creek are probably Brian. Laundrie is the only person of interest in the Gabby Petito case. Gracias a quienes abrieron sus corazones en esta edición especial, a quienes nos representan y a ustedes. En este mes celebramos nuestra herencia hispana.